Morning, y'all. We're inside right now, and there was just something I wanted to say about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. What you see here, these are African violets. Last fall, last summer, when I thought I might be losing my job, there was just a hint of it on the horizon. The company wasn't doing well. I bought a whole bunch of African violet leaves, and you can take a single leaf of an African violet and you can put it in the soil. This is a really bad example here, and it'll grow little babies. The original leaf died, but you can see all those little babies are growing, and then you can take the little babies and separate them, put them in big pots, and they'll grow, and then you can take a leaf from those and you can give the leaf to a friend, and the friend can do the same thing and have the same African violet. And so many people have bred African violets over the years that there are thousands and thousands of kinds. Just so many different ones. Different leaf shapes, different flowers. So that was something that I did because it gave me hope. It gave me something to look forward to in the future, even if I was uncertain about my job, even if I was uncertain about what would happen with me. I had something to look forward to. Here you can see my squash plants. They're not outside yet because it's a little bit chilly out still. 36 squash starts between there and this plant rack here. The tomatoes are outside already. And the cabbages and Brussels sprouts and some onions there. More tomatoes. This device here is my smoker. It's just like literally a cardboard box, and you put some like a little camp stove in it, plug-in element, and your bacon, and it smokes it. These are some acorns, oak trees the acorns were gathered by Josh in Vancouver, and he sent them up to me. Over here are some hascaps, just babies still, but eventually they'll go out in next to the pig field where the pigs have cleared. And over here is the garden that I rototilled yesterday. And everything here is so different than when I came. It's already been changed a whole lot. I've built a whole lot. There are so many more trees here than there were. There are more berry bushes. They're not all fruiting yet or anything like that, but they exist. They're waiting. Oh, there's a woodpecker back there. Oh, I can't see him. And the reason I do this work here, especially planting, that corner is plum trees right now, and this summer I'm putting berries in it and rhubarb. And it'll come back every year, even when I'm gone. And there will be food there. There will be just anyone who walks along in the spring or summer. It'll be there for them. I don't have to know who it is. And I don't have to know what's going to happen to me or to anyone else in the world. I just know that somewhere in the world there will be this little improvement, this little thing for someone that I did. And that's also true of breed preservation that I'm doing. I don't know whether or who is going to take these pigs when I'm done, or even will take them in the next little while. If someone gets breeding stock from me, I don't know who that will be. But there's the opportunity for this line to continue, for the future to have this breed of pig that makes life a lot easier, honestly, than a full-sized pig. And they're friendly and they're sweet, and they have turned this land for me without me having to buy a tractor. Or those geese there, if someone needs a breed of goose, a kind of animal that they just have to overwinter a pair of them, and then in the spring they hatch out babies, and the babies eat all of this grass all summer and don't need a lot of inputs, and then in the fall they eat the extra geese and only overwinter a pair of them. You know, there are all sorts of reasons why the things that I do could be important in the future. And what's important to me, it's not knowing particularly how or who, but just doing something that reaches into the future so that someone who is in the future, even if it's myself, even if it's someone else, that they don't have to start from scratch, that they can take the work of my hands and the work of the people before me, and they can continue it. Oh, there in the back is that raven. He's walking along, eating duck eggs. Where are my crows? I don't have any crows dive bombing him right now. Oh well. Anyhow, I felt, there they are. I felt really strongly this morning that I've actually done a lot of work here. I've planted a lot of things. In a couple years, those things will start to fruit. Even in the winter, I planted seeds, and now I have these lovely tomato starts. I planted acorns, and I have baby oak trees. And I did this without knowing what the future was going to be like. But the act of doing it has made my present and my future better, and has also made them into more like one unit, one entity, where the past blends into the future, blends into the present. You all have a beautiful morning. Piglets later.